Welcome to episode 3, day 3 of my Build in Public daily log. Okay. So first of all, random story. So yesterday I'm doing some freelance work for somebody. It's probably a small project. It's probably not going to be a lot of time, and he kind of went MIA. He hasn't responded in a couple days, so I thought I was going to be doing work for him, but he hasn't responded, so I didn't do anything. And I was on Twitter looking at the Build in Public community, by the way, which I recommend. That one's pretty good. And somebody posted, I need help with this thing. I'll pay somebody $50 if they figure it out. And I was a little skeptical. And I said, hey, I could help with that. And I knew I could help because literally I solved that problem on another project months ago. Actually, I'll just show that really quick. So I had already solved this. Not even months. It was like a month ago. I already did this. So I already knew what the problem was. And I was like, oh, I'll do it, because I know exactly what I had to do. So I had it working in about, 30 minutes, and it took a little while to get it deployed like he wanted and everything. So I ended up giving him the code, the repo, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll send you $50 later. And I thought, okay, yeah, he's not gonna, this guy's not gonna send me any money. I was pretty skeptical from the beginning. And he's in India, so I was like, okay, I'll wake up the next day, and that'll be like his night or whatever, and I'll ping him if he doesn't send me money. So I woke up, I pinged him this morning. I was like, hey, you didn't pay me. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Let me try to send that to you. Okay. And then he says, I can't transfer you money. I gave him a European bank to transfer money into. I thought that'd be easier than a U.S. bank. I don't know. And he said, oh, I have to pay out the credit card. It doesn't work. So I sent him a link to like via Stripe for my company I use, and I said, well, okay, here you go. And he paid. He used his credit card and he paid, and I was surprised. I was like, wow, he actually gave me $50. I'm a little worried. Like, I hope he doesn't charge back. I didn't want to set the credit. A bank transfer is like giving someone straight up cash. Like, the money gets deposited. Like, it's like someone going physically to your bank and depositing money. There's no credit card. There's no chargeback. You can't get the money back. So I wanted that because it's real cash that can't be reversed. So he paid with a credit card. He actually paid. I was surprised. But I'm a little worried that there's going to be a chargeback, or maybe it's a stolen credit card or something. I don't know. I'm just not trustworthy of random people on the internet. So, anyways, let's see what happens with that. But I made $50 working 45 minutes on something I already kind of knew how to solve. So, experience. So what I actually did that for was this project. So UFE, I originally called it unfuck email because I think email is fucked and needs work. Just realized my microphone was sitting away. I moved my microphone. Okay, so I'll spare you the details of like what this does, but basically it's a tool. It's a browser extension to fix your email. I spent 6 months coding this nonstop. It's a full product. It works. It's actually really cool. It tightly controls exactly what you want in your inbox. You can bulk delete. You can bulk unsubscribe. There's a lot of cool AI stuff. I had a huge roadmap planned for like the next goddamn year. And I spent 6 months on it, and then I submitted the Chrome extension to Google. Google gave me the runaround, and then they approved the extension. But this tool relies heavily on Gmail's backend. So they gave me the runaround on another team to get this working. And then they ghosted me. It's been months and they fucking ghosted me. I haven't heard anything. So I spent 8 months working on this. And this is part of why I had to go bankrupt, why my business isn't successful. I mean, I don't mean to, I mean, I take responsibility. I think it's on me at the end of the day. I should have done the back end piece first. I should have researched how painful it was to get things approved. You know, I mean, I blame myself, but that's a big part of why the business is not doing well, because I spent 8 months building this product that is dead on arrival. Big mistake. So I'm trying not to do that again. I'm pretty upset with Google. It's very frustrating. You know, I hate to be using Google again with YouTube, but you don't really have a choice. Anyways, maybe one day this will be approved and I'll be able to use it, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, this is even dead now. Yeah. Very, very frustrating. So, anyways, moving on. So yesterday I worked on that freelance thing for, I don't know, 45 minutes. Did some other freelance stuff for hopefully a future project. And then I worked a lot on, well, worked a fair amount on getting my newsletters and websites and web app transferred over to the new owner of Random Daily Art. There's been a lot of issues getting everything moved over. I was dealing with that today as well. So I didn't work on this very much yesterday. I'm still trying to get off added. So clerk. So here's the problem I'm having. I have 2 sources of truth now. No, I have 1 source of truth. I'm sorry. I have 2. Well, let me finish what I'm doing here. Okay. my app now has to communicate with 2 different third-party services, Stripe and Clerk. Okay. Here. This is my database. Okay. This is obviously the source of truth right here. So users go here. Obviously, there's the email address. Obviously, I'm using a third party off Clerk. That has an ID. They try to give you an ID, and you, frustratingly enough, can add more than 1 email address in Clerk. What the fuck? Why? I Googled for like an hour to try to figure out how to force it to only have just 1 email address. Like I don't want them to have more than 1, because in AI chat there is 1 email address. I don't want to support multiple ones. I could, but I don't want to. I want 1 unique email address per user. Now, obviously I'll let them change it. That's fine. So what I'm working on is getting the syncing here. But then I also have to get the syncing... where's my line? I also have to get the syncing here. And everything has to obviously sync up. So, source of truth is this. When they onboard... And remember, the onboarding is they send an email to the temporary email address here, which expires. So that actually it doesn't work if you try. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I already have this syncing, but I need this, and then it all needs to seamlessly work. So when they onboard, when they by sending an email to the AI, when they what if they just pay directly? You know, it has to do this. Made some progress, but I was so busy yesterday with everything, with the bankruptcy stuff still. Transferring over Random Daily Art, my previous newsletters, all the services, fixing stuff. Yeah, quite busy. So freelance. Today, hopefully, I could get this finished and I could start moving on to building agents and doing fun stuff. The dashboard, when I do actually make it, is going to be, this is the live one. There's not going to be much there. So anyways, that's what I'm working on. And I'm just trying to plan my trip next week with my girlfriend. So that's what I got going on. No users, no revenue, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not going well. But I have made money freelancing, so. Other than that, yeah, I have a lot to do this weekend. The update's going to be kind of boring. There's not going to be much to talk about because it's going to be a lot of freelance work. This weekend I won't be able to work on anything related to the business, actually. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the next almost week because there's not going to be much work done. I don't know what I'll have to think through what I'm going to do for updates, but it's going to be probably pretty boring. Anyways, that's all I got for today. See you.